come over here and look at my nasty sink. See how this works when I put this weight on here. Alright. That's subject to change, seriously. My beautiful pot. See, that's not going to work. That is definitely not going to work. Let me try this again. I gotta get up on a stool. There, now we got it going on. Now, when I put these away, after I get them dried out real good, I'll take this right here, my little sprayer, my little oil sprayer, and spray a little bit on the bottom there. I'm not doing it now because I've already did it. Or I can just go ahead and do it. Corner of a paper towel. And I'll just use it around, all around real good. Around that edge right there, really, really good. Because I don't want that edge to get messed up ever. Right down in there. And now, because I touched the yuck on that bag. This is salt. This is salt, pepper, onion, and garlic. All in this. Salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. It's very potent. Very, very potent. I really don't like doing it that way. This is not one of those you really want to eyeball. So here's a teaspoon. A true teaspoon. Here we go. Sprinkle it on that there meat. This is a little bit of meat tenderizer. Just a little bit. And since it is Italian, I need to get more oregano. I need to write that down on the list. Yes, I know there's seasonings in this, but come on, do they really put enough of that in there?
Mamma mia.
Teaspoon of oregano. Turn the head and cough. I am going to quit buying these little fucking bottles. And we're going to start buying the big bottles. Right like that. Because for the price I could buy one of these little bottles to make up for the amount that's in this big bottle, I can spend half a time much more of money than on this. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3/4 times cheaper to buy the bigger bottles like that. To bite into a burnt piece of hamburger meat with my gums, because it just will kill me. I'm going to pour in a cup of water. It keeps it from burning on the edges of the meat. Go ahead and start this process. It must have slightly froze up on that top shelf in the refrigerator, which means I probably need to cut it down. So that way I don't have to nuke it too much. This is what Frenzy's food looks like right there. It's chicken, ground beef, ground chicken actually, that I ground myself. Well, where's me a good spot? I'm going to go ahead and start letting this heat it. Waste not, want not. We'll let this cook. But meanwhile, over here on this eye right here, we're going to start setting something else up. Now usually when I make spaghetti, when I want to do the all out now, I wouldn't be using that. No. Would not be using that. Use this around. See why I like that little red thing? I will take that big old Mammy Jammy right there, and I'll stick him right on top of there to do my strainer with. It still looks good to me. I don't see no green on it, do y'all? We'll use that. We'll use all of that, to be honest. And if you ask me, those are the perfect things, because you could cook on the stove with them if you want to. You could throw them in the oven. I wouldn't put the lids in the oven. You can microwave with them. You can put them in the refrigerator for storing. You can even freeze with them. They do everything. Water to boil. You don't want to put the salt straight in there without the water boiling.
That coffee pot is worth a good amount on eBay.
Am I going to sell it? No. Since it's my new stuff and it's worth $1 million, that eye is hot. That pot's empty. That pot is not going to sit on that eye empty. It ain't happening. Now we put that back over there. And then we'll gradually add this in there. Alright, that water is boiling over there. That looks like that was just about right. So I'll freeze that. Come back over here. That's just right. It's just right. Alright. I'm going to turn that back up on 4. I want it to really get good and good. Yes, I try to take everything out of the boxes when it comes in the house. And I don't like my spaghetti incredibly long. I'll give it a break. One more little divot. That should be enough to cover all that sauce, right? Oh hell, have some more for buttered noodles later, right? Alright, I need to make my 2 butters. My hubby don't like the way I make my butter. I try doing it different ways every time. We'll just use this. That should be enough, right? Maybe a little bit more. I put the spoons down in the jar for a reason. It will take some of the heat out of it and it won't bust my glass. Even though it's mason jar, you got to be careful with it, right? Damn, and I didn't even get enough out of that, really. That's why I can add more water to it. Let me get a thing, scrape out the last noodle. Alright, that's enough head space. And I'm going to put a little bit of that down in there so that way the pasta don't dry out while it's in there. And I can be patient enough with those pans. Because of the worth to me as being a hand dishwasher. By hand dishwasher, I like it in there. I really should have copious amounts of this made up. Toaster oven right here on that rack, directly on the rack. It'll get buttered. Mine will have my special butter and his will just have garlic on it. I'll let my butter just melt and then put the Parmesan on it. But for now, I need to deal with this. That's Frenzy's food. So, now she will have 6 foods for the week before we go. That's already in the freezer in there. And 6 foods for the trip, which is this batch right here. And next week I will make another batch of food. For the week after the trip. That's chicken, ground chicken. I ground it up myself, cut it up, cleaned it up, all like that. Ground beef, sweet peas, carrots, and corn. Carrots, no, not corn. Carrots and green beans. And then that thing will kick it up and it will kill me. So, let me take y'all back in there. Oh, I gotta take the arm. Man, I need another arm. Alright, let's go for a walk. After I sit down and take my break.